Hey guys, everybody wants to talk to me about where we're at in the cycle. Is it going to crash? Is it going to double? And I don't know, obviously. And what I would highly recommend is not thinking a single thought about that and worrying about your own economy. If you have an opportunity to buy a house and it cash flows, or maybe you just need a house because you're renting right now, and I would highly, it's in a good location where you want to live, and I would buy it. And it's just people, this has been going on since the beginning of time, so I don't think it's gonna stop by any stretch of the imagination. But everybody wants to talk about like, oh, I'm gonna start buying rentals once the market crashes. Well, I don't believe you. If you haven't bought a rental property in like 30 years of your professional life and you're 50, and I don't think you're just gonna magically start. So what's gonna happen is if the market did crash, which I don't think it will, but if it did, you're gonna be scared, because it's going to be a crash, right? And I see this over and over. And all of the good real estate investors that I follow, they're consistently buying because they have, they understand cash flow. They understand buying properties right, using the right amount of leverage, and they just consistently buy. I highly recommend you do the same thing and not make an excuse, okay? There's always excuses, okay? Like, I don't have enough money. It's not a good time right now for me personally. And maybe that's true, but maybe you're just using it as an excuse. Like, maybe you could find a partner and use their money and participate on the equity upside of that. So I highly recommend you take action today and not just get on Zillow and look at properties, okay, or the MLS or whatever. I highly recommend in the next week, if you want to buy a rental property or something, to get something under contract in the next week, okay? Now, I personally, I build rentals, okay? Build single family rentals. I love it. I actually don't build them. I have a general contractor. He is amazing. I like that because I've been doing, just for perspective, rental property for like 20 years. So I like to build single family rentals because you get higher rent, higher quality tenant, and there is no maintenance expenses because it's brand new. And if something breaks, it's under warranty usually, okay? So whenever I tell people that, first reaction is always, well, construction's crazy right now. It's hard to find windows. It's hard to find, they come up for the excuses for me. And like, I'm not trying to convince them to do this. Okay. Like, I'm just telling them what I'm doing, and they instantly go negative. Okay. They instantly start coming up with why that's a bad idea, even though it's working phenomenally great. I've been doing it a couple of years now. It's working amazing. I just went to a build to rent conference in Miami. People that have been doing it like me for 20 years, they're like, this is the best thing ever. People from different backgrounds, Wall Street, like whatever, they're like, this is the best thing ever. They're publicly traded, single family rental companies now. They're doing amazing. Then it's not gonna stop your Uncle Joe from crapping on this idea, okay? People just instantly go negative for some reason. I don't understand it. I don't try to understand it. But, I love building single family rentals because of the reasons. Yes, there's commodity prices do fluctuate, but it's just part of it. It's nothing's easy. I have an amazing general contractor. We order windows before we even dig footers. We do all kinds of things like that. I build 2 houses every 6 months. He's amazing. There's plenty of amazing general contractors out there. Guess what? There's some truly awful ones out there too. Do your own research. Find a good one. Get referrals, resources, go look at their properties, go talk to people who've used them before. It takes work, it takes action. Nothing is easy. So I don't know, hopefully that inspires you to not just play on Zillow all day, or just to make excuses of why you're not doing it, and to take action. Because again, look at the successful companies out there over multiple cycles. They don't try to time the market. They just consistently buy good cash flowing properties. And like with lots, for instance, maybe you are in a competitive market. I live in obviously this gorgeous city. It's amazing. People are moving here like crazy from California and Washington State and things like that. But it's you can still find lots everywhere. So if you're priced out of the housing market for rentals, it doesn't make sense to do the whole BRRRR strategy, which I hear from people from all over the country. Then look at building a single family rental house for rent, okay? And you get the positive cash flow and you get the price appreciation, blah blah blah. Anyway, hope that inspires you. If you want to learn more about building single family rentals, there'll be a link at the bottom. All right, you guys have a good one.